so it begins. Are you ready?
Good evening, everyone. It's nice to have you all back again. Today is the 27th of December 2020, and we are starting off with the second lecture. Remember, we are on 5-day lectures. We treated Inks Ledger Financial Systems yesterday, and today we are talking about global human asset tokenization. And today's lecture is not going to take too long. We noticed yesterday's lecture took a lot of time, but we thank God a lot of people were patient enough to watch and understand everything. Yesterday's lecture is a summary of everything we are going to be treating for the 5 days, and I appreciate all of you for joining yesterday and also those that are here today. We are on a mission to equip ourselves with valuable information that will give us an edge in the coming months and the coming years. I remain your Universal Daddy Inc. Amos on Mataday's Facts. Today's topic, once again, is global human asset tokenization. Please, if you can hear me well, if it's too low, let me know. If you can hear me well, then let's ride on. Global human asset tokenization. Now, yesterday we talked about the way Bitcoin works. Blockchain actually gives us an edge, an opportunity for us to rewrite a lot of things, to correct a lot of errors. Some people will tell me, oh, the only known principle is supply and demand. Some people would say the only known principle in economics is supply and demand. Yes, we have our own version of supply and demand. And that version of supply and demand has to do with birth rate and death rate. Now, when you look at the news today, you find out that I have it here. Today is Sunday, Punch newspaper, December 27th. It says economic crisis. The Naira is expected to fall further in January, says CBN reports. Now, why am I bringing this up? The system we are born into, some of us forget that that system was result of invention, innovation. Someone woke up and thought it right to follow such procedures and patterns. We also forget that there were principles and financial systems, many financial systems before then. And what does that mean? It means that the fact that a new financial system can overturn an old existing system, it means that there is room for upgrade, modification, and change as time comes. And what are the reasons why one would want to change an existing system? You would desire to change an existing system when that system is actually failing or when it has failed. Practically, the global financial system has failed humanity. When you have the ideology of humanity first, you understand what I mean. That blockchain, like I said yesterday, is like an advanced type of accounting software that has so many other features attached to it. And the two major things I always say about blockchain is this: anything that can be counted, whatever you can count, you can cryptographically represent it on the blockchain. Whatever, after counting and putting it, whatever you now decide to do with it, because there is no standard for blockchain. If anybody tells you there is a standard for innovation, that your innovation must go like this or be like this, then that is not an innovation anymore. That is programming. The blockchain is a neutral technology. Take it, handle it, build whatever you want to build on it, then bring it out. The major challenge you might have is acceptance. And that is what every business has. Check if they can hear me. That is what every business has or focuses on: acceptance. No matter what you design, no matter what you invent, a laptop, a phone, or whatever it is, if people do not accept it, even if you build iPhone 12 or 13 or iPhone 100, and people do not patronize it, you are just wasting your time. So that is the same thing. The same thing is applicable with blockchain. Whatever you like, you build on it. It is a neutral technology whereby we need more people to build and develop a lot of things so that we test run it. It is an opportunity for the world to edit, correct, and modify things of the past that have been built manually. Traditional systems, you can either copy and paste and edit, or you build a totally new thing on it. And that is what we have done. We have taken what we understand about reserve currencies as it relates with US dollar as the global reserve currency. Then we took that ideology and cryptographically structured a currency that can do the same thing that the US dollar does as a reserve currency. By reserve currency, we mean when you want to trade with other countries, even within Africa, you want to buy something from Ghana or from Cote d'Ivoire. In most cases, the currency for exchange is US dollar. So instead of you getting the Ghana CD most times they would want you to pay them in dollars, especially when it has to do with huge transactions. That is the ideology of a reserve currency. But on a cryptographic structure, you need an electronic medium whereby Ghana and Nigeria can seamlessly do transactions with lightning speed, and that is what we've been able to achieve. But when you look at today's population, this is from worldometers.info. The population of the world today is 7.834 billion. And with this population, the total number, whether it's 100% accurate or not, is the best we can find out there. The total birth rate is 297,701 as at the time we got this data. Then the number of deaths globally today is 124,982. So when you pair the birth rate and death rate, you find out that the birth rate is more than the death rate. So those that left us and those that are alive and those that are born. So in this kind of chart, you build a very wonderful type of money that focuses or that is a good store of value. For example, one of the issues that the current monetary system has is maintaining its store of value. $100 lasts 10 years cannot buy the same thing 100 of us and those that are alive and those that are born. So in this kind of chart, you build a very wonderful type of money that focuses or that is a good store of value. For example, one of the issues that the current monetary system has is maintaining its store of value. $100 lasts 10 years cannot buy the same thing $100 today will buy. We need a store of value that can be everlasting or possibly increasing instead of diminishing. If you what $100 can buy last 10 years, you will need like $10,000 or even more to buy that same thing. The same thing with Naira. What 1 million Naira could buy in 10 years ago, you will need like 10 million or 100 million if possible to buy the same thing. So that is to tell you that all the currencies in the world are diminishing. And one of the major problems or reasons is that the value system is indirectly attached to the valuer. The valuer is man himself, humanity. But when you do not honor your valuer, when you do not give value to the valuer, then the value you are getting from the valuer will, in the long run, diminish. It's like your master. You don't respect your master. You don't honor him, and he's your master. By the time you need his help, he might not be there for you because he knows that you do not recognize him. In fact, you're plotting behind his back. So that is the same similar scenario we are having in the world globally. So we are like coming in to correct a long or many years of a very big error. Human beings are the ones that give value to everything on earth. Cryptography, blockchain gives us a sense of how to incentivize people. There are indirect ways of incentivizing people, but we are doing it on a direct manner. That come on the blockchain, get your meaning first. That yes, I am a living node on the Inks Ledger blockchain. I am a living node and I represent myself with a universal wallet address on that blockchain, on the Int Ledger blockchain. And with that, I know I am worth living. With this kind of system, number one, from your tokenization, you will be getting close to $320,000 from your tokenization. And we are building an ecosystem where you do not need to exchange. What you will be exchanging is sending. When I receive my tokenization for today or for this month, like a salary, I can go to the nearest Malam who has also received his own tokenization and buy something, exchange for goods and services. That is one area we need to focus on a lot. Exchanging our coin for goods and services, not for trading, not necessarily for those should be secondary, tertiary, not for exchanging for another currency. If you have to, your currency has to get life when it's only focused on exchanging for goods and for other currencies, then it is just standing on one leg. Because with time, it's like when you're in Nigeria, the currency in Nigeria is naira. If you want to go to the Malam or go to the ShopRite or somewhere in the same Nigeria, you don't need to change your naira to dollar in order to buy something from ShopRite. You still spend naira. So if, like we know of Bitcoin and so on, the major party or the major features of Bitcoin presently is basically using it, exchanging it for other currencies. And when we capitalize too much on that, we seem to be forming a standard out of it that every single currency has to be exchanged to